Hello, this is Barry from Elliott Wave. How's it going? Here's a weekly update with Bitcoin. So this past 2 weeks, I only brought one video to the channel, which I didn't post to mainly because of the holidays. So the stock market was closed, and plus there wasn't that much movement in the crypto market. So starting from next week, I will be resuming with my usual 2 videos a week. One on cryptos and one on US stocks and indices. So just starting with the weekly chart, as always, to give you context and a real idea of what is my main count for the time being, which is the possibility that we've had a wave 4 in place already at 15,000. Now, on I think it was my previous video, I'll link it, should be popping up right now. At the end of the video, so you can skip right ahead, you can see how I talked about a very common pattern that happens on the RSI and Bitcoin every time we bottom and then we resume all-time high. Also, I did see yesterday a video of another fellow electrician where he basically pointed out how it usually takes 4 years from bottom to top, and it looks like we might have bottom. Anyways, that's the long-term count that I'm sticking with, and for the video, we're just going to get started with the short-term count. So what I see going on in the shorter term. So here from the bottom at 15,000, I have 2 main counts and then a few variants among those 2 different counts. So one of them is the diagonal, which is the one I've been carrying. Now, every rule of a diagonal is respected. Every wave is shorter than the one before, 3 shorter than 1, 4 shorter than 2, 5 shorter than 3. And then here we would have a complex correction to wave 2. So from there, I see 2 possibilities on how we could count this up move. Now, before I get into how I see this move here, how I counted it, I just want to present you the other possibility where you have a 1, 2, 3, flat 4, up in 5, A, B, C. Which the good thing about having these counts is basically that you bottom and you top at the same point. So it's really good when you want to measure it. So let's say if I measure here and I look for equality, which is something that we like to do here on bear wave. Never mind. If we look on equality here of this wave 1 and wave 3, we see how it stands at 50,000. Which is mainly it has been my main target here ever since we started to move higher. And again, the same goes really for the diagonal scenario, because again, you top and you bottom at pretty much the same point. So again, here, didn't delete the other one. You have equality at 50,500. So basically the same area, 50,000 is where you would expect resistance because of Fibonacci relationships. So we could see Bitcoin going up to 50,000 now. If we start to investigate what is going on here, then we can stick to one of the counts. But either way, we do have a wave 2 here in place. So I'm just going to leave this chart with this count. And then we can see how it is moving upwards. Now, I have here 2 main counts. One is conservative and one is the aggressive. So with the conservative count, as you can see here, we have a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now here, there's 2 possibilities. So let's call it most bullish one is that wave 5 is not in place. What we have here is some sort of a complex sideways correction, and we are still due one more push higher, eventually and ideally to 50,000 or 48. So anywhere between 48 and 50,000, which is because of what we just said 2 minutes ago. We do have Fibonacci resistance, we have equality, and trust me, if you're new to Elliott Wave, equality is many times well respected by the market. Or else basically what could happen is here you have some sort of a more conservative wave 4, either a triangle or a complex correction here in wave 4. You topped here at 45,000. You topped here. And then basically now you are into, can't find it, you are into wave 4. And obviously your wave count invalidation is here. So let's say you're trading this count. You have wave count invalidation at 31,500. So that's the most conservative one. Again, the conservative count for the bullish scenario, because once again, let me zoom in. I've said it in the previous videos, but I'll say it again. Can we do something like this? Yes, it's still possible. Highly unlikely. I don't see that happening personally, but again, that's just my opinion based on what I see, but at the end of the day, still my own opinion. And so just be aware that this is something that can still happen. So back to the intraday. So that being said, this is the most conservative count that I have. And if you want to be aggressive, then we could have completed a wave 1. We could now see something like A, B, C. Ideally, to have this, we would have to reject 45,000. So if we do get 45,000, we start to have it as resistance. We could see price moving lower, and ideally you wouldn't drop any lower than 40,000. So somewhere around here between 40 and 38, basically somewhere, even 35 will do. Somewhere here where you can, obviously here, if we take a look at volume, I would expect here volume to peak. So that's where I would expect price to move lower if that was the case. So if this is a count, a 1, 2, so we do need 3 waves no matter what. If we don't get 3 but we have 5, we know it's not right. And at that point we could resume higher into a major bull market, which can it happen? Yes, why not? It's looking good. If you remember, everyone at the beginning of 2023 was talking about the recession, blah blah blah. Recession is coming. It's already coming. You'll see into Q2 of 2023. And we ended up the year with positive GDP growth. So it wasn't a recession. So as always, it's buy when there's blood on the streets. And however, it's easier said than done, isn't it? When everything drops. Anyways, sticking to the wave count here. That's what I see. Again, same as the other count, we could have wave 4 not completed yet. So again, this could be some sort of a sideways move, going all the way up to 48 to 50,000, pull back at that point, and then maybe resume higher. So either way, the main story, the main thing, the main takeaway of this video is I'm not sure, and kind of nobody knows, and let me zoom in, of what is going on here. This could be a top in place, or this could be some sort of a sideways correction, and then all the way up to 48 to 50,000, and then we pull back. Not sure. I honestly see either one playing out. I don't see any other scenarios other than those two. And at that point, either we have a wave 1 of 3, of high degree 3, in this case would be -1 of intermediate 3, or else we do have a wave 3 in place, and we are due a wave 4. Guess what? We're gonna have to find out, and that's with the bullish count. Bearish view, we top here. We either topped or we will top at again 48 to 50, and then at that point a major bear market, which I don't know. Arguably, I'm likely, but it's a market. Be prepared for everything that can happen. So mainly these are the scenarios I see. As always, I'm happy to know in the comments what you think about it. If you want more, if you want to stay updated to everything, to all my trade ideas, I highly recommend you join the Discord. You'll find the link in the description of this video, and it's completely free. If you did enjoy what you see, please leave a like, subscribe if you don't want to miss out any update, and I'll see you in the next one.